Today we're talking about plans for the new N-gauge model railway. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Still trying to get my head round saying that again. Today, as the title suggests and as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to be looking at the plans that I have kind of made at the moment for the layout, and I'm also going to show you what bits and pieces that I have acquired so far in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Not only from Tony's Trains, but also from the Great Electronic Train Show at the weekend at Milton Keynes. Got some little bits there, so I'll show you them. And just basically general plans of what's going to be going on and what's going to be happening with the railway. Now, please don't think that I'm going to be going hell for leather and getting this layout up and running and starting to get it built. What I'm planning on doing is I want to get everything that I want and need to be able to get a sort of layout up and running. And there's quite a few bits that I still got to get yet. So I'm going to spin the camera around, guys, and show you some of the plans that I have come up with. And, you know, just get you guys to see what you think. So this was my first idea. This is plan one that I came up with. So basically, fiddle yards to this side, an up and a down line coming in can spew off into those two platforms, these two platforms, going back into the steam days where obviously steam engines will stop, pull forwards and then use the middle line as a reverser to come out. Little loco siding there, couple of carriage sidings up the back for say like parcels, wagons, or just, you know, stock to be stored there ready for its next turn of duty. That was my idea. So it would have been literally an end-to-end layout. Did like the idea, but then me being a bit creative, I decided that I wanted to go down and try another way. So let's pop that one to the side. So then I came up with this plan, which, as you can see, would form part of a tail chaser. So you had an up and down main line coming from the fiddle yards and going to the fiddle yard and vice versa. All trains would be able to come into platform 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, a couple of carriage sidings there. Again, going back to the steam days, I had an idea of putting in like a Y point area there, so train, you know, steam engines or even diesels can, you know, run round and maybe join back onto the train to go back out. Who knows? Did like this idea, but I kind of thought, well, I want a bit more running. I want more, you know, trains running. So you're only going to have two running here, and, you know, you'd have to stop one of these to do a movement in here. Also, the side here that is dashed, that is possibly an idea for a two road, two berth loco sheds, and two berth, two sided or two sidings for a fueling point, and obviously there'd be like fuel tanks there, and obviously if a fuel tanker came in, it can go straight into that carriage siding and back straight into the fueling area to discharge its fuel into the tanks. Did like this idea, but then again I had another idea, so we'll get rid of that one. And then I came up with this one, which again you can see that the depot is a maybe. Again, 2 road, 2 berth loco shed with 2 road, 2 berth fueling. But this time we've got 4 main lines. So you'd have an up and down fast and an up and down slow. You'd have all trains can get into platforms, and also you have 2 dead end platforms here, and this one would be for, say, like again, if I did build this loco shed and fueling point, then obviously a loco can come in here, reverse and go into there, or it's big enough to say for 2, 3, 4 and maybe a 5 car DMU or Voyagers, or a castle set, which is obviously 2 HST locos and 4 carriages. And then obviously the 4 lines would diverge to the fiddle yards. Now the fiddle yard, I made it simple, easy. Each line would have 3 sidings, 1 straight through and 2 stabling. But obviously if you have got a train already out on this one, you could hold it, take this one out of the siding, and it can go around, or go round, and then the new one can come back in and go into that siding. So each set of main lines for the up fast, the up down, the up fast, down fast, and the up and down slow, all have 3 sidings on each road. Now again, this is way in the future, because as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 points that I would need to source. Then you're gonna, I have decided that I am going to go down the DCC route, but at the moment I will be building and testing under DC control until I can decide what controller that I'm going to pick for the DCC side of things. But, and again, obviously that's going to be 16 DCC Cobalt IP digital point motors. So, plus obviously the point motors for this section. I mean, alright, at the moment it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 definitely planned. 5th one there, 6th one there, 7th one there, and 8th one there. Do the maths, guys, that's a lot of DCC Cobalt point motors and a lot of money. So again, this railway is built on a budget, but these are the plans that I've got so far. Let me just bring that down a bit. What do you think, guys? What do you think of my plans so far? Do you like it? Do you reckon I can tweak it? If you do think I can tweak it, where would you tweak it? Would you definitely say put a loco and fueling point in, or would you leave it out? Hence that's why it's dashed. Give me some ideas, guys, but what do you think of this plan so far? Or what do you think of the other 2 plans? Which one do you think that I should go with? So you can see so far that I have acquired a nice little DC controller, the Metcalf PN135 stone platform kit, so I can start building platforms and start building the railway with them. I've got some Pico 6-foot way gauges, Pico metal rail joiners and isolating rail joiners, and the Pico track pins. I've got the straight 10-inch N-gauge 009 track setter. I've got 1 Electro Frog Y point, 3 Electro Frog right hand points. I've got a couple of, I think they're both right hands, Insole Frog mediums. I could use them somewhere, but I'm not really wanting to go from, you know, Electro down to Insole Frog, so I might just use them for bits and pieces. Obviously, as you know, I've got the Class 153 in First Great Western blue colours, and I've also recently purchased from Tony's Trains and Rugby a little 57-foot GUV van for Rail Express. Number is 4106 from Graham Farish, if you want to know what the number is. And I've also got 4 Pico third radius double curves and 4 fourth radius double curves from Pico as well. That's going to give me the right angles to go from the scenic section, the station section, up to the fiddle yards. But that is also what I've acquired so far, but I have also been doing something else. What I've also done, guys, so I'm going to try and zoom you in a bit further so you can see what we're talking about. Just turn around a little bit. Is basically a template, tape measure, guide, whatever you want to call it. Just bring you up a little bit, guys. Bit your fault. Sorry about the dodgy camera work there, guys. Now, what I've done is, on the bottom I've got set out a HST set with the 2 power cars, 1 at each end, and the 8 coaches that it would pull. Obviously if it's a castle set it's only 4. And what also I've done is on the top section is, that's obviously for Mark III's and power cars for HSCs. That's obviously going to be my biggest train that I'm possibly going to have. And also on the top one, this is based on Mark I and Mark II stock, and as you can see, if I keep going this way, or actually if I zoom you out a little bit, you can see that it carries on and on and on until you get to the end. Now that's where an 8 car Mark I, Mark II set would end, plus a loco, and obviously there, that is where an HST set would completely finish as well. But what I did is, if I bring it closer to you guys, as you can see, you obviously got the power car, the size in millimetres, Mark I, Mark II's in millimetres, so you can see, you know, how big, you know, even in an N gauge a railway can get. I mean, there's 7 Mark II's, we're only up to the 6 Mark III. There's your 8 Mark II's, plus your loco, and we're on the number 7 Mark III, and you've still got a Mark III and a power car left to go. It's roughly this, for 2 HSC power cars and 8 carriages, it's roughly 5 foot. So as you can see, guys, I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing. I have been doing a lot of planning and obviously shopping with getting bits and pieces in. I'm not going to build yet because there's still a few bits that I do need to get. I'm going to be using 3mm cork underneath the track so I can get a ballast shoulder. So I need to get the cork, I need to get the glue to put that down with, I need to get some extra tacky glue from Hobbycraft to put the Metcalf platform kits together, as well as some clamps to hold bits together while they're gluing. And I also want to get a decent-ish train so that I can start properly testing, you know, things like point work, curves, joints and things like that. So, but it won't be long before I am starting to build the railway. I have got 8 metre lengths of, or sorry, yard lengths of N-gauge track in wooden sleeper. I did think about going down the concrete route, but because you can't get the points in concrete, it will look a bit odd. So I was staying with my usual wooden sleepers. So it makes life a bit easier there as well, and it makes it more appealing to the eye instead of having, you know, nice concrete track and then ghastly wooden sleepers. But like I said, guys, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm not going to rush this layout. I'm going to take my time with it, but I can assure you, hopefully within the next week or 2 weeks, I should have something down on a board. That's the plan, fingers crossed. Hope you enjoyed this little video, guys, and you can get a sense of where we're possibly going to be going with this layout. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, please, as always, smash that like button down on the left hand side. If you're a subscriber of mine, great big thumbs up. Thank you for staying with me. If you just joined the channel recently, which I know quite a few of you have, hope that you're enjoying the content so far, and I hope that you enjoy future content in the future. And if you've recently come back to my channel because you unsubscribed, and now because I'm back into model railways you've resubscribed, then please welcome back. Glad to have you back on board. It's much appreciated. At the moment I am at 1,807 subscribers. I would love it, guys, if we can now get a push and get me up to that 2,000 mark. I've been at 1,000 in the 1,000 mark for quite a long time now, and I would really love to get to the 2,000 mark. So please, guys, give us a hand. And if you're watching this and this video and you're enjoying it and you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button down on the right hand side, click on the bell, select on all, and you'll get notified of all my videos I do in the future. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. But until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye bye from Chelmswood Junction.